Okay, so first thing, let's go through the corrections of Wednesday's homework. There was just one question for you to do, and it's question 1 in exercise 8.8. We were told that a fair coin was flipped and an unbiased die was rolled, and you needed to fill in the sample space on a two-way table. So for the die, we had the possibilities of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And for the coin, we could either have had heads or tails. They gave us one example of how that might be filled in. I'm just going to make some boxes here because it makes it a little bit easier to read them. And that was that if you got a tail on the coin and a 6 on the die, we'll write it down like this, T6. So the rest of them, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4, tail 5, and tail 6 was filled in. So for part A, all we had to do was complete that two-way table. So let me know if you had any problems completing the two-way table. For part B, we were asked how many possible outcomes were there. So you can just count them up, or we can use the fundamental principle of counting. 2 outcomes on the coin multiplied by 6 outcomes on the die, so 12 outcomes in total. How many outcomes show a head and a 1? If we look through them, 1 outcome, so only 1 outcome shows a head and a 1 together. So then part D asks us, what's the probability of getting a head and a 1? Well, it's the number of outcomes that give you a head and a 1 divided by the total number of outcomes. And that doesn't simplify. So we just leave our answer like that, as 1/12. The second question, how many outcomes show a tail and an even number? So I've got a tail and a 1, that's not even, a tail and a 2, a tail and a 4, and a tail and a 6. Those are all my tail and even numbers. So tail and even, we have 3 outcomes. So the follow-up question to that then, what's the probability of getting a tail and an even number? And of course we know that that will be the number of matching outcomes, 3 outcomes, divided by the total number of outcomes, 12. But we don't leave it like that. It can simplify, and so we do simplify to 1/4. And that's the final answer there. Okay, so that was everything in question 1. Take your time to make sure you understand it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.